Question 4. State 6 teachings of St. Paul on the proper use of gifts of the Holy Spirit in the church. So what did he teach? I want you to remember. Just tell me what you remember about proper use of gifts. Yes?
If one person is to speak in tongues, he or she should have an interpreter.
Yes, true. There should be an interpreter, yes?
Gifts should be used to serve God respectively.
Yes, they should be used to serve God.
No gift is greater than the other.
Sorry?
No gift is greater than the other.
Yes, no gift is greater than the other.
Gifts are used to bring unity.
Yes, they should be used to bring unity, true.
One should not use the gift for self gain.
Yes, you should not use the gift for self gain. So, the gifts of the Holy should be used for common good of all. Common good, or as we've said, to benefit all. It should be used for common good. Also should be used to comfort others. You comfort them, or you can just say to encourage them. To bring unity. You've already talked about it, to bring unity. Also, we should respect all gifts. That's what we are saying, that there is no a gift that is greater than the other. So we should respect all gifts or appreciate all gifts. Also, all gifts should be used in love. Need to have interpretation of tongues. If there's someone speaking in tongues, there is need for interpretation of tongues. Speaking in tongues should be minimized in public. It should be minimized in public worship. If you're worshiping public, speaking in tongues should be minimized. Should be used in an orderly manner. Orderly manner. Gifts should be used in, yes, they should not bring any confusion. And then prophecies should be carefully evaluated. So question 4b, explain the unity of believers as explained in the concept of the church. This is Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21 to 32. Can we read?
Be subject to one another out of reverence for Christ. Wives, be subject to your husband as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and himself is Savior. As the church is subject to Christ, so let wives also be subject in everything to their husband. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, that he might present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that he might be holy and without blemish. Even so, husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no man ever hates his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, as Christ does the church, because we are members of his body. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This mystery is a profound one, and I am saying that it refers to Christ and the church. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband.
Yes, so Paul's used, the first point was he used a symbol of marriage to show unity of believers, or he used the church to show the relationship. He likened the church to the relationship between the husband and the wife. So the church is united to Christ. The church here, we are talking about Christians. So you can just say Christians are united to Christ, just like the husband is united to the wife. Also, Christ loves the church, or Christ loves Christians, just like the husband loves the wife. The church has to submit to Christ, just like the wife submits to the husband. Christ is the head of the church, just like the husband is the head of the family. The husband loves his own body and nourishes it, and also the husband loves the wife. So Christ loves the church and nourishes it. What I saw in this question is that you did not know you did not remember that when you talk about the concept you are supposed to talk about, to liken the church with the relationship between the husband and the what? The wife. Because most of you were talking about the vine and the branches. Question C. Identify 6 factors that hinder effective cooperation among Christians in Kenya today. You identify. What prevents people from cooperating? What makes Christians not to cooperate? Sorry? Yes, greed for money. Sorry? Yes, tribalism. Somba, you've not talked today, both of you. Who is the other one? Yes. What? Yes. Selfishness. So number 1, there is greed for power. It hinders Christians from cooperating. All of you want power. That's why we have leadership wrangles. So you can call it leadership wrangles. Also, why Christians are not cooperating is because competition to win new converts or new members in the church. You are competing. Who is going to get new members, more new members? And a good example is when Form 1s come. You are competing even here. Who is going to gain more followers? Why are you competing? We are all going to heaven. We only have one God, right? Whether you go to pray where, you're praying to the same word, God. I don't want you to look in our churches. Just look here at school. The other day I was teaching corruption. And I was giving people example of corruption just within students. Corruption is here. At the highest rate. You buy someone love because you want something. You don't just buy them love and you forget. You want something. That is, what is that? Yes, there's something you want. If for example, it's called you're called remind me your name. Yes, Shamala. If Shamala today goes and buys me a whole loaf, all of you will say, hey, Shamala, because you just think Shamala cannot buy me a whole loaf just for nothing. All of you will be saying, Mwalimu. So, yes, so corruption is here within us. If you just went as, I'm your teacher and you're my student, just go buy me a loaf and you bring, with no strings attached. That is good. But I've not seen anyone in this school buying a loaf of bread with no strings attached. There's something you want. There's something you want. And what is corruption? So now we are talking about competition to win. That's hinders effective cooperation. Also, there is desire to have more. Materialism. You want more. So you cannot cooperate. You want more. materially. There is also tribalism or discrimination based on gender. That hinders, you're discriminating people even if they are, and that's why people are not cooperating. Why do we in our churches, especially our home churches, where I come from, even it happens in our church, women are seated this side, men are seated this side, or sometimes men are here in front and women cannot sit. Why? That's why there is no cooperation for Christians, because you are discriminating based on gender. If a woman could just come and sit there in the front, everyone will be. Actually, even someone from the church will just come, the leaders. Can you go and sit at the back? Let us not even go back at our homes, even here in church. If today in the evening, who now am I going to choose here? Yes, even not even Shamala, yes. If you go there during prayers, you're the one who's conducting prayers and preaching. Hey, people tell you, give away the microphone. Give away the microphone. Why? Now that's why you have some people at the back who are not in the what? They are just there. They are doing their own things. You're not, there is no cooperation because of discrimination. Yes. Then we have political interference. Also hinders effective cooperation. We have different interpretation of the Bible. Different interpretation of the Bible. Idol worship. Also, there is no effective cooperation because of lack of funds or lack of resources. Poor infrastructure. Language barrier. Question 5a. Identify similarities between traditional African and Christian view on human sexuality. Yes, so give me the points, the similarities. Similarities of the traditional and African view on human sexuality. Yes?
In both they believe that one should engage in sexual when married.
Yes. Sex is only after marriage. We did this last time, yes?
All rules and regulations conducive to the of sex, there are rules and regulations.
Yes, there are rules and regulations governing sex. Yes. Sorry? Purification in both, or rituals. Yes, virginity is highly valued in both. Very good.
Both sexuality is created by God.
Yes, both it is created by God. So you say it is a gift from God, as he said. In both, human sexuality is sacred, or you can call it holy. Also, gift of sex should be enjoyed in marriage. In both traditional and African, traditional and Christian view, sex should be enjoyed in marriage. It is for procreation. For procreation. And as you've talked about it, that was a good. There are rules regarding the use of sex. There are rules regarding the use of the gift of sex. Also, elders should teach the youth sexuality. Elders here, even we are talking about parents. All forms of irresponsible sexual behaviors are condemned. Mention 7 factors that have led to increase in intermarriage among communities in Kenya. What are led to people intermarriages Yes, increase in intermarriages. Number one, there is employment. Employment, you can be able to, because of people from different ethnic community are in the same job, they end up getting married. So employment, there is also education. We're just supposed to mention, not to explain. Christianity, urbanization, also modern means of transport, in that you can go to another community easily. Modern means of transport or modern means of communication, modern trade, sports or games, language, and migration. State 7 challenges that children from single parent families face in Kenya today. So tell me these challenges. To be from a single family is not an issue. We usually say in our communities that no one said you should find yourself in that family. You did not tell your parents to give birth to you. You just found yourself there. So whether you come from a single parent, here we came all of us to learn. Kindly, when you come to school, forget about home. Just come here and read. So, challenges of single parent families. What challenges do you see in the community? Yes?
Emotional imbalance.
Yes, emotional imbalance. You don't see challenges? Yes?
Lack of basic needs.
Yes, lack of basic needs.
Neglection.
Sorry?
Neglection.
Yes, neglection. You are neglected. Yes. Lack of security. Yes. So identity crisis. Identity crisis because some of the children don't know where they belong. So they have identity crisis. They do not know who their father is, or if you are with the father, they don't know where their mother is. There is also social stigma, and I've seen it around, whereby someone makes a mistake and then someone says, "Oh, he is from a single what parent." We can understand that is social what stigma. They miss love or guidance from one parent. If you're living with your father, you miss the guidance of the what? The mother. If you're living with the mother, you miss the guidance of the father. So there is miss of love, or you're missing the guidance of one parent. We also have psychological problems. You feel like you're inferior. You have just, especially at this level, you don't usually feel in when you're in is it it's called preschool, nursery school. Yes, people start naming their parents. And then you keep on asking, where is this parent? You know, at that level, you cannot make a child understand. Now you are grown up, all of you should understand. Now here, we can be able to explain to you what is happening. Or even if today your parents, God forbid, separate, you can be able to understand, you're grown up. But a child, making a child understand why this has two parents and the other doesn't have, it can lead also to psychological problems. Also, they are discriminated against. They are denied inheritance. If you live with your mother as a single parent, and then your mother tells you where your father is, you know, as a man, you need inheritance from there. So you can be discriminated if he says he won't give you, or that family, you're denied the inheritance. Also, not accepting the society. If you face rejection in the society, you're rejected in the society. But I don't think why we are talking about it here, you face at some instances. But I can name few people, prominent people who are from single parents, yes? And they're doing very well. Like a former governor, Mutua Machakos, right? He's from a single parent, yes? Who else do you know? Why have I forgotten today? I'll tell you a few people because there was a newspaper I was talking about because yeah. Also lack of adequate basic needs. Adequate basic needs. And if you're here and you're from a single parent, it should not bother you. It should not bother you. Because you are fully grown. You'll go to university and then bring out your own what? Family, and then take care of your mother or take care of your who? Your father. You know, in this even those who are having two parents, some of them might be having even more problems than those with a single what parent. So you should not feel like you're inferior. If you keep on, everyone has issues. If you keep on thinking about it, you make it big. You know those people, kakitu kadogo wanaifanya kubwa. Don't. Usiweke, everyone has issues. I have issues. I have my own problems. Now you might be having your own problems. Maybe you're saying, oh, I'm waking up so early. There are many topics I should read on. Those are issues of a student. I need more pocket money. But I also have my own issues as your teacher. Yes. How has science and technology improved human life today? This was an easy question. So tell me, how has science and technology improved human life? And you've read this in even other subjects. Yes, class prefect? Edwin. It has not, technology has not improved your life. Yes. Someone to say something. Yes, Barak? Sorry? Yes. Transport convenient. Yes. When you hear about science and technology, you hear about technology, you're thinking about the using of how you use your phone, use the laptop. So number one, modern means of transport enables human beings to travel faster. Or you can just say, as Barak said, convenience in transport. That is correct. Use of electronic or print media enables the easy access of information. Or you can, there's a large audience. You can easily access a large audience. Industrial machines enables faster or efficiency in work. Industrial machines enables efficiency in work. Fertilizers or agricultural machinery leads to increase in productivity or increase in yield. Medicine, or you can just say medical equipment, has prolonged life. And as Christians, we are for pro-life. So it has prolonged human life. Equipment in weather forecasts assist human beings in understanding the environment. They're able to understand their environment. Like, I don't know, there's something we bought in Kenya, and it was very exciting. I don't know, it cost, how much did it cost? The rain, we bought, they are called the clouds that bring rain. We can be able to make our own rain. It's called what? It's true. You think it's a lie. That is what Dubai does. Because it's a desert. It's not a scam. It's not. Actually, even go Google. There's how it is called. They are able to, it's not the clouds, they are able to manipulate. What is it called? Where am I? Seeding. It's cloud seeding. It's called cloud seeding. Go Google cloud seeding. Something like that. Cloud seeding. During the time for President Uhuru is when we wanted to cloud seed. I don't know whether we bought it because it was so expensive. But where I know it is used is to buy. They do cloud seeding all the time. So when you're saying it's political giving, it has nothing to do with politics. It is so far. It's called cloud seeding. And I'm not saying that is what was causing the floods. No, maybe that's global warming. I'm not talking about that. That's a different scenario. Just go. It's called cloud seeding or something. Go Google. Even you know you're the young people. You tell me more about it. Also, we get new sources of energy. Yes, through science and technology, new sources of energy to enhance human life. Question 6b. Give 6 reasons why Christians are opposed to euthanasia. We brought this question so that we can know whether you read ahead of the teacher. Euthanasia is also called mercy killing. Mercy killing. It's whereby, I can give you an example. At the hospital, you know, a cancer patient. Cancer patients, sometimes they undergo a lot of pain, yes? And they're suffering. And then the patient, if you're working there as a doctor or you're working as a nurse, they can tell you kindly, just, you can speed up my dying process, yes? Or you can just help me, I die sooner because I'm incurring a lot of pain. Why do you think they are given bang? There's the medical marijuana, right? It is used. It is a serious thing. I don't want to teach you these bad things.